guys, how's it going? Mara here. Guys, I know a lot of us have home security systems, and I know a lot of us, want to ensure the, security of our homes. I had an incident that happened not too long ago, and I just wanted to share this with you guys because I kind of don't like the way this whole thing went down, but I wanted to share this with you guys just so you guys don't become a victim. I don't want to call it a victim, but you need to be aware of what you're signing or what you're getting yourself into. My wife got home earlier that I did about 2 weeks ago, and this guy came in and started talking to my wife, asking about can he see the security panel of the house, and I'm like, the hell are you talking about, dude? That didn't make sense. And my wife asked him, "Who are you with?" or whatever the case may be. And he didn't want to give up his credentials. He didn't want to show her anything. And and then my wife called me and she's like, "Hey, are you on your way home?" And then she's like, "I was like, yeah, I am. I'm on my way right now. I'll be there in 5 minutes." He goes, "Okay." And then she told him, "Hey, he'll be back in like 5 or 10 minutes. If you want to wait." So this guy left. And as soon as I pulled in, within 2 minutes of me being in my house, my doorbell rang, and it was a salesman from Vivint, and he's trying to throw this little sales pitch talking about, "Hey, your neighbor next door got this system and all this or whatever." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Well, that's cool, whatever the case may be." And it's like, you might be interested in Vivint, and, we can provide you a better service. And, what Vivint is doing, I really don't like it. What they're doing is they're coming up with these, I call it the home security posse, right? They come with three or four of these crews, and they come with three or four salesmen, and they go door to door, and they target those that already have an alarm system. Why? Because they're trying to get you out of their contract with your current provider, and they're trying to put their stuff in your house, right? And don't get me wrong, Vivint has really good stuff. They have the Amazon Echo that they're implementing, and they're trying to make the house be more automated than ever before, which is good. Don't get me wrong, their products are really outstanding. I cannot talk bad about that. The problem that I have is the sales tactics, and the way they go about it. Like this guy was really being aggressive and talking to me about, "Hey, we can provide you this and that, and we'll replace your sensors with this and that." And I was like, "Okay, that sounds great, um, and we can put doorbell, video camera, and we can put some other cameras." And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool, I mean, something that can make your uh, your home even better, making it more automated, and adding more sensors and adding, like deadbolt locks that are automated, and for your garage door, same thing, and all that." But I started talking to him more, and I asked him, "Okay, so I mean, I know that I know how home security system contracts work, right? Because I mean, nobody's going to give you thousands of dollars worth of equipment and not want some sort of commitment from you." So, I started talking to him more, and he's like, "Well, I mean, most of our contracts are 4 years." And I'm like, 4 years? I'm like, "I don't think so, homie." And another thing that he started talking about is, you know, the fact that their monitoring fees are twice of what I pay. If you want the complete home system, which is something that they like to go with, let me see if I can find it for you guys. Yeah, the total home, which is $99, and you get different types of things that you can get. You can combine your sensors and the Amazon Echo and smart locks and the doorbell camera and the indoor camera. I mean, it goes on and on. They have good stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. And but the way that they go about it, I really don't like, because they want you to go into something that you really don't know much about. Like this guy kept pressuring me, like, "If you sign right now, blah blah blah, we'll throw this and that." But you have to commit to 4 years, and you're going to be paying twice as much of what you're currently paying. I'm like, I'm not going to pay more uh, for for me to get a Amazon Echo and different sensors and a deadbolt, whatever the case may be, automatic deadbolt, whatever the case may be. I mean, to be honest with you, I can buy those stuff for my current system and implement them myself. Um, but the way they go about it is just like they try to force you into doing a 4 year contract. Well, nobody's going to do a 4 year contract, man. I mean, I barely did a 2 year contract with ADT, and I was like, the hell with this. I was really thinking about not doing it, to be honest with you. But nobody's going to commit to 4 years, and they kept throwing this whole thing about, well, since you're in the military, if uh, you're in the military and for some reason you get orders someplace else, you can get out of the contract and blah, 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 and all this and that. But, like a savvy consumer that I am, I went online and I found this video of this military couple. Oh, by the way, it's right here. They're showing it in their website, in their brochure here. Um, that they made this military couple go through all kinds of issues because this guy was going to another base or whatever the case may be, and he didn't need the system anymore. So he had to get the local news agency involved into helping him, get out of this contract. And I'm like, that doesn't give me a warm and fuzzy about me wanting to do business with you guys. Another fact is that they kept the way their salesmen just try to push the crap out of the stuff. You know, it's just not going to work with me, man. I got to think about it. I got to think of whether this is a good deal for me or not. And this guy just kept pushing. And oh, by the way, it was already 7 o'clock at night, and this guy wanted to install it that same day. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna have you guys here till like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock installing the damn system. You guys can't come back tomorrow. They're like, no, we're booked for tomorrow or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, no, I'm just not gonna do it. And I told him, I think about it. If you really wanna, uh, you know, talk about it some more tomorrow, you can come back tomorrow. But of course, he never came back. But guys, I've been doing a lot of research about this company, and Vivint used to be the old Apex Security company. Now, if you guys know anything about Apex Security, man, Apex Security was a pain in the butt. So many customer complaints, so many issues with it. And then I started doing some research on Vivint. Vivint has over 800 complaints on the Better Business Bureau, even though they're A minus rating. But it just seems to me like that's a lot of complaints for one company, especially since it hasn't been around that long. Um, so guys, I'm not telling you guys not to go with Vivint. I would tell you guys to really do your research before committing to something like 4 years and having to pay $99 a month. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna do it. And of course they said, well, we can adjust it to whatever you want and blah blah blah. But asking this question right here, I told them, hey, so what happens if I'm not happy with? Because they give you like a 30-day trial period or something like that. And he goes, yeah, well, if you don't like it, you can, we can come back and pick it up and take it off your home or whatever. But then I found another video on YouTube of this lady that did not like Vivint, and after the trial period, they came and took their equipment away, but left big ass holes all over the place, man. Left big holes all over their walls and wherever they put the sensors and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, it just seems shady, man. All I could tell you, man, is if you have Vivint, congratulations. They do have nice systems. They do have nice equipment. But I'm not committing to 4 years, man. And another thing, Vivint, if you guys want people to buy your product or to have your business, you guys need to change your sales tactics, man, because they suck. And I'm being honest with you guys. Nobody's going to commit to 4 years, unless they get something that's worth their while. And nobody likes to be in pressure. So, and another thing, this whole thing about this guy, coming in and asking to see my panel, I'm like, if I would have been home, that guy probably would have got shot. And I'm being honest with you. You guys need to seriously think about how these guys approach people's homes. So, all right, guys, that's all I got. Like always, God bless you. God bless the United States of America, and I'm out.